Today, guys, we finally have Sdcc Funko Pop reveals. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I do hope you're enjoying your day today. So, Funko revealed about 40 different Sdcc Funko Pops today. There's some good stuff, there's some not so great stuff. Of course, that's up to you and how you feel about that, but we're going to be going over all of them today. Now, before we jump into all of those reveals, though, we do have our question of the day, which is, do you have a Funko Pop in your collection that has kind of like a buddy with it, or maybe like a pet or something like that? And I'm going to go with Usopp here. Let's go ahead and kick the reveals off with Star Wars here. So for Star Wars, we do have 3 different pops, including Grand Admiral Thrawn. Then we have Darth Vader there with smoke all around him and that red look. That's actually not a bad looking pop, honestly. A glow would have been really nice. I don't think it does glow though. And then we also had a variation of the Grand Admiral Thrawn where he is Diamond Collection and limited to 3,000 pieces. Personally, I wouldn't say Star Wars was the strongest of reveals for this con this year. We already have both of these characters several times. But let me know what you guys think. Let's move on to Disney here. So firstly for Disney, we do have Zero Summer. This is from The Nightmare Before Christmas, and we do have 2 variations, including a regular one and a limited 3,000 pieces one that does glow in the dark. More Disney includes Baymax here, where he does have the bandages. They did make one of them glitter, which is limited to 1,500 pieces, and then we also do have a regular variation. From Xenon Girl of the 21st Century, we did get Protozoa, and from The Incredibles, we did get Edna Mode. I gotta say, out of all the Disney, I think Edna is one of the best ones. Moving on to Marvel and DC, for Marvel, we do have Spider-Boy here. So I thought I was going to be interested in this one, but I'm personally going to pass on it, but it doesn't look that bad. I kind of like the jumping action pose it does have. Another one included X-Men, where we do have Mr. Sinister, and we did have a Project Fred release, which was Deadpool here. I won't lie, I wasn't expecting a Project Fred release for Sdcc, but I guess it kind of makes sense. And this will be $250 for those wondering. Now, it looks like we only got one DC pop this year, unfortunately, and that is Batman Superman Fusion. Next up for Stranger Things, we do have number 1, where he's being vaporized. Gotta say, this pop could end up having a lot of detail in the in-person mold. Based off the glam shot, it looks pretty cool. Next up for anime fans, we did have a few different things. Firstly here from Demon Slayer, we did have Shinobu. So this features Shinobu kind of running here. It almost looks like the scene where she was jumping up in the first season. I'm not really sure if that's what they were going for, but it looks more so like she's running. Now, obviously, does not top the original one. I was kind of hoping for a lot more. This is a very easy pass, I think, for myself and a lot of people, especially those who own the original one. But at the same time, I understand why some people do like it, because you don't have to pay $80, $90 for the original one now. You can buy this one. But if I'm being honest, I'm not really seeing the need for this pop necessarily. We didn't need this variation. I would have preferred her, using her sword in some way versus this pop that we got of her running. Anyways, though, let me know what you guys think about this Shinobu pop. Do you feel it was a little lazy? Do you think they could have done something better? Let me know in the comments. Next, for One Piece, we did in fact end up getting Sugar, which is a scented exclusive. So I've seen a lot of mixed reactions on this pop. I agree that it's not the strongest character to make, especially from Dressrosa. She is an important character in Dressrosa, but obviously, though, people would have preferred other characters like Cortisone, for example. For Jujutsu Kaisen fans, we did in fact get another Gojo, where he is standing on Jogo's head there. So, Jogo's head looks very tiny under his foot, might I add. I don't know how I feel about this pop, because it's like, it's another Gojo. It's just like, from a logical standpoint, it made more sense to make Jogo as the con exclusive. That would have been a fantastic con exclusive versus another Gojo. Especially when you made Jogo into the same pop. You could have just gave him his body and called it a pop. Surprisingly enough, though, I've seen a lot of people really like this pop. Obviously, a lot of people not like it, but let me know what you guys think of it. Another one for anime is Gaara from Naruto here. So this is where he is using a sand all around him and his hands are in a different pose. Other than that, it's actually very similar to the original Gaara that we did get as a pop. So I was a little disappointed in this one too. For Yu-Gi-Oh fans, we did get the Flame Wingman here. In the glam shot here, it looks much better than the in-person looks we did get. I still overall don't really like how this pop turned out with certain details, but not to say that it doesn't look good. For Pokemon fans, we're going to count it in the anime category, even though Funko labels it as pop video games, but we did get the 10-inch Arceus here. This is one of the cooler announcements, in my opinion, for the con. This is a great one. Usually they do Pokemon pops for Comic-Con. This is a fantastic one, and if you don't know, we're eventually getting Dialga and Palkia in the future too, probably at future cons. Now for Voltron fans, we did get a brand new 6-inch Voltron pop. So I actually don't know too much about Voltron. Let me know what you guys think about this mold. It kind of looks very similar to me, other than the sword, I believe, to some of the other poses. Let me know if this one's a little bit more significant. That was about it for our anime category. Let me know what you guys think and which ones you want to grab. Moving on, for Godzilla fans, we did get a new classic Godzilla here. I'm actually very curious how everybody feels about this one. I do think it kind of looks pretty cool. Might have even been a really cool glow pop. Next up, for Smurfs fans, we did get Papa Smurf with the Magic Book. And for Snoopy fans, we did get Snoopy with the Beagle Scout. So they ended up putting them on his hat. I was actually very curious to see how they ended up doing this one, because we just got the deluxe one with the campfire. And this is how they ended up making this one as a 4-inch pop. Moving on to Looney Tunes, we do have Marvin the Martian, where he's holding the Martian flag. For Sesame Street, we did get Elmo with Rocco here, so this is actually Elmo where he's holding a rock. This is actually kind of hilarious. And I won't lie, Elmo's always looked a little derpy, but while he's holding a rock, he just looks like extra derpy to me for some reason. Now, more animation included TMNT Pop Biddies here, so these are where we do have kind of like the grayscale black and white shaded, and this features your main characters like the Turtles. We also have April, then we have Baxter, Shredder, as well as Rocksteady and Splinter, and then we do have some mystery ones that we will find out soon. For D&D fans, we did get the glow-in-the-dark Lord Soth here. Wow, that glow-in-the-dark is very disappointing, honestly. Like, they couldn't even make the eyes glow red. What in the world? The mold is, like, outstanding, though. They killed it with the mold, but honestly, with that glow-in-the-dark, they probably shouldn't even bothered. I'm hoping at least it's vibrant in person. Next here, for Harry Potter fans, we do have Harry Potter where he's using the Patronus charm here. More reveals include the Wizard of Oz. We do have the Wicked Witch with the winged monkey as a pop-in buddy. So it does look like that one that was leaked out a little bit earlier turned out to be this one after all. For Ad Icons fans, we did get the Honey Smacks Diggum Frog. So it's actually pretty similar to the last one we got. However, he does have a cereal bowl. That's the difference. For Wednesday fans, we ended up getting the pop moment after all of Enid and Wednesday in their dormitory. And this one actually looks really cool with the colors on the glass in the background. For Muppets fans, we did get Kermit where he's holding the mug saying Kermit. Our last bit of stuff does feature some Funko mascot items here. So we do have our Funko t-shirt for the con. They usually do that every year. We also have the Cano Corn Freddy, which did turn out really great. It's one of the best Freddys they've done in a while. We also have the Fun Mart Freddy holding a can. And then we also do have some Funko mascot Biddy Pops. Now, more pops included a Waitress Franny, which does look really good, where she's wearing roller skates. And then we did have Pizzeria Proto there. These are both limited to 1,500 pieces. And the final one was Mayor Freddy, where he's holding the key to Funkoville, limited to 3,000 pieces. They did actually do a really good job on a lot of the Freddy Funko stuff. I'm not much of a Freddy Funko fan myself. I don't really collect a lot of that stuff. But again, they did a great job detailing these. Now guys, that pretty much brings SDCC 2024 to a close for today. I will be doing a video in the future kind of updating you guys and giving you last minute information, tips and tricks and all that like I do right before the con. So make sure to look out for that SDCC guide video in the future. Let me know in the comments though, which was your favorite reveal? What are you most excited to buy and pick up for your collection? And how do you feel about all the reveals overall? Do you think this was a really good con? Do you think this was a really bad con? Let me know in the comments. If you're asking how I feel about the Comic-Con, I think it could have been better. Like genuinely, I think the reveals could have been better. I think there's maybe only two things I see I want here. That would be Sugar and maybe the Gojo on Jogo. Still deciding. I think we just got a majority of characters we already had. It would have been nice to see something new, maybe something really unique. Like, I collect majority anime Marvel, and it was just really lacking, at least to me. That's just my opinion. Let me know how you guys feel, obviously. But overall, there could have been some better character selections. Some choices I didn't even understand. Not to say that we didn't have some good stuff in this con, like I mentioned earlier in the video. But honestly, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. I would be 100% lying to you guys if I didn't say that this con could have been much better. Now, that being said, I do want to thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to hit the like button down below if you did enjoy, and subscribe and click that notification bell if you're new here. I do want to say a big shout out to all the amazing Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are awesome for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested and want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon-only Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And lastly, make sure you follow me on all my social media is at SkittleRampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page so you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.